What's happening, people? It's the homies, Mr. 400, coming at you straight off the Ave, and this is Smitster Reacts. Look, as always, salute to the subscribers, wherever you at, all around the world, new and old. And if you made it to this video, go ahead, give us a like and subscribe, baby. New content daily. Listen, shout out, salute, Zenfi369, Sosa, the homie Mr. Dubbin, straight off the app, and you know what it is. Now, look, man, it's been a couple days since I posted. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? Life be life, and we be having to handle situations. And, you know, sometimes we just ain't got time to make no content, but I'm here today. And look, we finna get into this content right here, man. Shout out to Art of Dialogue, man. It says Flex Alexander reveals that Michael Jackson was a little heated about that movie that he put out. You feel what I'm saying? Now, if you don't know what movie that is, tap in right quick.
Is this real? It's Armageddon. It's the beginning of the end. Mother, somebody tell me what's going on. Get them out of here. I don't want them to see this. Okay,
yeah, it's looking real crazy out here, man. It's looking real crazy. He said, you know, as far as the movie goes, he was a little hot about the fact that they talked about the allegations within the film. You got to watch the film to see those clips. But look, without further ado, salute the Art of Dialogue. We gonna get into this content. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Let's get to it.
I had no idea, going back to the roles you auditioned for. You auditioned for Joanna Man?
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Woo. Yeah, man. I'm glad I didn't get that. Between that, I couldn't have that and the Michael.
He said the homie was finna be Joanna Man. You know, they say the homie that played Joanna Man looked just like Beyonce's sister, and I ain't gonna hold you. He do though. Let's get to it.
I would not survive. I would not survive. Yeah, man. I auditioned for that, and you know, Miguel Nunez got it, and Miguel's my boy. But I was like, yo, I know I could ball. I'm a, you know, boom, and it just didn't happen. And I'm glad it didn't happen, because I could not have those two on my resume. I get one is enough. Shit, one is enough. Whew, I got enough with the Michael Jackson joint. So
yeah, that's a good thing. You didn't get both of them roles, man. That definitely would have never been a good look. But speaking of the Michael Jackson movie,
yeah, well, that's a good thing you didn't get none of them roles. He looked crazy in that MJ movie, bro. Real spill, buddy. Buddy had the powdered donut skin. Looking like a straight up freaking Dunkin' donut hole, bro. Wow.
How did you get a role in that?
Oh, man. Okay. So, Man in the Mirror, right? Look, I get a call. My agent tells me, yo, they doing this Michael Jackson movie. I'm like, what? Why they calling me? I said, no, I'm 6'4", right? Yeah, but they want to see you, man. Apparently they saw you somewhere. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll go take a meeting, whatever. So I go, I meet producers, director. I don't read anything. I just go and I talk. But I express my, you know, he was alive at the time, you know, my admiration for Mike, my love for Mike, like, I was like, yeah, I ain't doing nothing to, you know, and they was like, no, the director was very earthy. He was like, no, we want this to be an homage to his energy and da-da-da. I'm like, all right, cool. And they're like, yo, we got the music, you know. I'm thinking like, okay, we got the music. It's official. So at that time, imagine hearing that and thinking it's gonna be like the movie that's coming out with Jafar playing his uncle. So you thinking at that,
which I just covered, man. Salute to my homie Geppetto Jackson. Salute to Jafar, you know what I'm saying? That one's gonna be super official, but apparently he thought it was finna be like that, bro. Let me take him back a little bit, bro. We gotta salute that though.
Official. So at that time, imagine hearing that and thinking it's gonna be like the movie that's coming out with Jafar playing his uncle. So you thinking at that time, I'm thinking like, that's what it's gonna be like. Like, all right, cool. But we meet. Nothing is said. I meet, thank you. I leave. A couple of days later, I get the call. Hey man, they want you to do it. I'm like, are you serious? Like, yeah, this is what they're gonna pay you. And I'm like, oh, they serious. Oh, okay, they serious. So, and I know I've said that a lot and I've joked about that, but well, man, that check. But it was more than just that. It was a nice check, but I really thought it was going to be like this joint coming out. I really thought that in my mind. I'm like, but we did performances. I did Man in the Mirror performance and other songs. I'm thinking like, yes. Then they came to me, yeah, the lawyers, yeah, we can't use the music. And yeah, and then it ended up being, them beats from a producer or whatever, who they got up there. No offense to them, but it just lost something. And then we'll talk about the makeup. Yes, when I first day on the makeup, in the makeup trailer, because I wanted to get my makeup artist for my show, Merce Arsenault, who we did a Michael Jackson episode on One-on-One that was my favorite, by far one of my favorite episodes, with myself and Dwayne Martin battling Duke Michael Jackson's. So she killed it. I'm like, yo, let's get her. Canadian, at the time, you have to have but so many crew members, Canadian and American, like it's some real political stuff. So key makeup had to be that. So I go and I look, and then they have this airbrush and they brushing it to test it. And I'm looking at it, and I'm just like, wow. I'm like, yeah, you can't get it a little smoother, a little darker, a little. And they wanted to put a prosthetic nose on me as well. I was like, I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. So we go on and we shoot it. Yeah, man. It was in my acting coach at the time, Fred. Man, he came up. He got a role. He was able to play Joe Jackson, and but
hold up.
It was, and we had a premiere for it and everything.
Listen, he said they came out with the airbrush. And I ain't even mean to hit that damn little, you know what I'm saying? This gay ass sound. That came with that came with it. I mean, but like I said, homie was powdery, bro. He looked like powder. You ever see the movie Powder? Look that movie up, Powder. He like a powdered donut for real.
Back then, we had a premiere for it. Everybody was like, oh man, it's great. Because this was before social media, before any of that. So, you thinking like, oh, okay, we did something legit. Yeah, not so much. As soon as social media became popular, people started finding that movie. It was on. I mean, it was on. And I remember initially I was in my feelings. Y'all, man, man, and I was like, listen, you cannot win with the internet. You cannot. Don't argue. Period. Then I just
He not lying. Do not argue with the internet. You know what I'm saying? Even like with like comments and shit. I don't even really be like, some days you may want to just respond just to like, yo, you sound dumb. You feel what I'm saying? But other than that, nah, you can't win with the internet, bro. You gotta let that shit ride.
I thinking about it, and I looked and I was like, it is kind of bad. I do look ashy. Yeah, I look very ashy. So I just started having fun with it. If you can't have fun with it, man, with yourself, like, then what are you doing? I did something on my Instagram, a skit with my boy Wealthy Jev, and he got in the car. We were supposed to meet to go play golf. He gets in the car dressed like I was in the movie, and it was hilarious. And he initially called me for it because he called me, saying, man, I got this idea. It was Halloween. I could show up at your door, but we missed Halloween. And we just kept thinking. I was like, well, maybe you're going to play golf. And then we just boom, put it together. And it was so funny. And it's not at all to mock Michael at all, because, we know the family, my wife, she met Michael, knew Michael. I met Michael. LaToya, Jackie used to be our neighbor. So we just went to see them before Tito passed. We just went to see them at Yamava. It was an amazing show. So in no way, shape, or form was it mocking. I just had to have fun with it for myself. And it was, people loved it. It was funny. But people, they be like, man, we ain't never gonna forget that. Like, we ain't never forgiving you. And I'm like, come on, man, all the good stuff I've done, come on now.
So they was airbrushing that white stuff on you.
Yeah. It was airbrushing it on me. Yeah. I would get there 4:35 in the morning and I had to go through that.
My man, all right. So it was airbrushing that shit on you. The man said it was airbrush. He had to reiterate though. I love when he do that though. Shout out to Art.
When it changed, because he had the vitiligo, as his skin got lighter, because I did the part of it, not with the makeup, but then and it was so bad, the wig was sticking out in the back. It was so bad. Oh my gosh. It was so bad. I can't even watch. I watched a little bit on YouTube. I was like, holy shit. I like, that's pretty bad.
But when they was airbrushing that on you, I'm sure at some point you had to see yourself in the mirror, right? At that point, you didn't say, man, I got to get out of this.
I did.
He said you had to be the man that I'm searching for the man in the mirror. He had to see it, right?
I said it in the beginning, but there was nothing I could do. That's why I wanted my makeup artist. I wanted Merce up there, but they wasn't going for it. It was nothing I was trying to give hints, say different stuff. Hey, try this, try that. And they were bent on, doing it how they did it. It was nothing I could do. At that point, ink was dry, baby. I was there.
But I did hear you say that, them having the rights to the music is one of the reasons why you agreed to do the movie, right?
Yeah. I had done performances. I did Man in the Mirror. I did a couple other performances to real songs. So I'm like, oh yes, we got the music. Because that way I thought, okay, that's going to help. But yeah, when they came to my trailer and told me that, it's going left. Yeah, I was like, oh, damn. Yeah.
That's your way out the contract, though. They lied.
No, I couldn't. I couldn't at that point. We already halfway through the film. Like, I could, because there was no clause that I put in there to say it has to be the original. No, it's up to their discretion and what they can do legally. And legally, the attorneys were like, you can't use that music. So, because he was still alive at that time. So there was nothing we could do, and then he had made comments about it. He was upset, but he never said anything, about me or my performance. It was the allegations and the stuff that was going on at the time that he was upset. It's like, why do we have to keep talking about this? And what the producers did, they just went from court documents and kind of wrote around that. So they never tried to paint him out, awful or nothing. The last scene is me standing on top of the SUV when he's acquitted. So that wasn't their intention. So it just, listen, they took a shot at it, and it was a brick.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. So he was mad at the movie.
Yeah, he was definitely not happy about it. Yeah, at all. But more so because of just, they kept bringing up that stuff, but nothing that I did. I'm just an actor and trying to do my job. That's it.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Because you're a tall guy. You're a basketball player. So them picking you to play Michael. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Yeah. Michael being a short guy.
Yeah, but I shrank for the role. But I really dove in. I tried to really shrink and just be, tap into his energy, his spirit, and just be that. So I really tried to. I didn't think about my height after a while. I just was, and so yeah, I did. I like William Hung said from American Idol, I did my best. She bang. Oh man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go over there and give him a subscription, man. Salute to the homie Art, man. Art of Dialogue. Tap in. Salute to the homie Flex. You feel me? Look, man. I saw that movie. I remember that movie. It was a classic, but I did, you know, feel like it was a little weird to see the homie playing him, especially when they came out with the powder donut air spray. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know they saying that the homie Mike was mad about the allegations, but let's be real, bro. Once he saw that powder, donut spray, bro, and he was just like, nah, man. Nah, but we gonna say it's about this. You feel me? But look, salute to the homie Flex, man. If y'all ain't never see that movie, go tap in, go check it out. It's a decent little, you know, like more like a Lifetime film. You feel me? Like more like a, you know, I don't even want to call it like a, pretty much like he said, he thought it was going to be what they was doing with Jafar, but it's far from that. You feel me? And then once you don't have the music, that just makes it, you know, they making their little artificial beats and it's to sound almost like it. It kind of kills the authenticity, kills the vibe of the film. But look, salute the Mike. You feel what I'm saying? For giving him his props for playing the role. But look, I can see why he would feel some type of way with them, you know, having them look like powder for real. You feel me? Look, if you made it to this point of the video, go ahead, give us a like, subscribe. Salute to the subscribers wherever you at, all around the world, new and old. We appreciate y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Tap in, more content on the way. And look, bro, coming up on the whole 2-year anniversary. Salute to that. You feel what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Look, December 1st is the day that I started this channel, and we slowly creeping up on it. So look, man, 2 years ago on December 1st, we got this thing rolling. And look, man, I appreciate y'all for supporting especially all the day ones. You feel me? But yeah, man, it's almost Mr. 400. This has been Smitster Reacts. We appreciate y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Peace and love wherever you at, all around the world. I'm going. Owie.